Mike Tomlinson here. This video is a quick demonstration of a general purpose alarm clock timer app I've written in VB.NET. It requires the .NET 2.0 framework to be installed in your system. This program was actually designed for my kids. Not long ago we would often have literally 5 or 6 kids playing at the house at the same time, and invariably they would all have to go home or check in with their parents at a different time. And I couldn't keep track of that, so I wrote this program for the kids themselves to actually use. So as they would come in the door, they'd come over to the system here and they'd hit the Add New Alarm button. And they'd type in the name of the person it's for. I'd say it was for Bob, and he wanted an alarm to let him know it's time to go home. And let's say he needed to go home at 3 o'clock. So it's just got a standard clock here, and you just click and drag the hour hand and the minute hands with the mouse. So he'll dial in 3 o'clock. At the top it shows the time the alarm will go off, and on the bottom it shows how much time until that alarm. Once they have the time dialed in, they just hit the set alarm button and the window will turn green to show that it's running. And I didn't want the kids to be able to accidentally cancel their alarm. So once running, the X's in the top right of the window no longer close the window like you would expect. And the cancel alarm button requires you to physically hold down the Control and Alt keys while hitting it to turn off the alarm. Additionally, the X on the top right of the app, instead of closing, will actually minimize it to the tray. You can see the alarm clock down here, and you just click it and it restores. So like I said, we would have multiple kids over, so let me add another alarm just so you can see what it looks like when the actual alarm goes off. Let's see, it's currently 104, so let's dial this in for 105. So in 2 seconds, we'll get an alarm. So you can see it pops up in the bottom right. It does not steal focus from the current app, so if you're typing it, it won't steal your focus and make your keys go into the middle of nowhere. Also, the alarm sound, it doesn't quite sound like that in real life. It's got a little bit of feedback going through the speakers there, so it actually sounds a little different. Once you click on the window, it just dismisses it, and then the alarm here is no longer green because the alarm already went off, and then you can close it. Let's go ahead and cancel this one. I'll hold down the Control and Alt keys and hit the button. That allows you to cancel it, and then I can close it. The next feature down here is a stopwatch. This is just a standard count up counter, and it works just like you would expect. You hit the start button and it starts counting up. There's a log over here. It shows when it was started, and then you hit the split button to get split times, and it will log each split. It shows you the time the split occurred, and on the time column it shows how much time had transpired up until that point. Hit the stop button to stop the counter. There's an export button on the bottom there, and what that does is it puts all the times on the clipboard as tab delimited data, and then you can just paste it into Excel if you wanted to use it for something else. If you open up more than one stopwatch window, then you get an extra little controller window here, and what that does is it allows you to control all of the windows at the same time. So I can hit reset all, and if we hit start all, then all of them would start at the same time. Pretty simple stuff. The last one is a countdown timer, and this one works just like a standard kitchen timer where you have a specific time and you want the timer to go off after that amount of time. So it's got these buttons here that allow you to add or subtract minutes from the time. If you hit the 0, it clears it out. So let's say you needed a 5-minute timer, and just hit start and it will start counting down. When it goes off, it puts up an alarm notification in the bottom right, just like the other alarm did. And same thing, once running, it won't allow you to cancel it without holding down Control and Alt. The last button there on the bottom left is a check volume, and all that does is it plays the alarm sound once, so you can check the volume on the system. If you want the system, there's a link in the comments to download it. It's just a zip file with the program files in it. All you need to do is put them in a folder of your choosing and make a shortcut to it. To uninstall, just delete the files. Thanks for watching.